But, Cav, I'm going to throw it to you first for the first game that we are going to cover. The Kansas City Chiefs beat the Baltimore Ravens yet again, 37-20. What are your thoughts?
I feel bad for Ravens fans, but we knew going into this game that one of those teams was going to be 1-3. So if roles were reversed, I'd probably feel kind of bad for Chiefs fans. Like it's just like when you have a good team, but like say for instance the Chiefs, like you're starting the season off without your primary wide receiver. I think they have some other injuries too that's been relevant. Travis Kelce, he's just ready to be a celebrity. He's that dude's checked out for the most part. Not saying like he doesn't want to play football, but it's like when you think of Travis Kelce now, you just think of Taylor Swift. You don't really think of him as a football player anymore. So there's that. And he's actually old, So the Chiefs, they've had to face some adversity early on, obviously. And then the Ravens, they were supposed to go in there and handle business, and they all get hurt. They lost a lot of guys that game. So, I think they had like 4 significant injuries, if not mistaken, one of them being Lamar. So it's like, what do you do? What do you do? And you're on the road. And, the Ravens just have had – I don't really know how to explain what I've seen so far this season. It's like it kind of reminded me of a couple years back when we started off 9-1, and then we lost like those 6 games straight or whatever it was, 5-6 games, right? It was like, damn, like what are we doing? But that's just football for you, man. So I think the Ravens, I know the Ravens are the better team, but I know they have a hard schedule. They got to find a way to win these games. It's just that simple. You can't. You're too talented. You're too deep on offense and defense to not go out there and give your opponents, make them work for it. And they have, but like also you got to just close out these games, man. Like you got to finish. And I don't really know who to blame, honestly. I think it's just you can blame Harbaugh. I think a lot of Ravens fans are kind of sick of him, but I don't blame Derrick Henry. 3 fumbles in 4 weeks. We understand that those fumbles are critical, but it's like, is that it? Like you can't put a team away. You can't just, you can't be up by, 2 touchdowns, 10 points. And even if that fumble happens and say the opposing team does score, you can't bounce back and put together a good drive and, put 3 or 7 back on the board. I don't know, man. They're having issues closing games, and I don't think it's going to be long-term. I think that they still will probably win that division. I know that Pittsburgh's there, but I think that it's week 4, they're 1-3. I think 11 wins can win that division. I do. I don't think that Pittsburgh's going to go on this tirade right now where they're going to just win, 6, 7 straight. But I think when it's all said and done, the Ravens will be at the top of the NFC North and AFC North. And if they're not, they're going to be in the playoffs. So get all the bad shit out of the way now. It does suck for Ravens fans. It's probably going to be a long 4 to 5 weeks before they kind of get their mojo back, get their confidence back. But as football, you guys got to deal with it. So
you're looking at this a lot more positive than I am because, when the Ravens lose, whose fault is it? Lamar Jackson, fumble, interception, giving up sacks. It's one thing to sit here and say, oh, Kevin, this dude's hurt, this dude's hurt, this dude's hurt. You guys are already down 17 when all the dudes got hurt. So let's not pretend that you guys came in this game, snapped one, the tower just crumbles, everyone's hurt. That's not the case at all. When you guys come in and turn the ball over and you can't get stops, it's hard because we look at this Ravens defense and say that's where they spend the money. All-pro Roquan Smith, all-pro Kyle Hamilton. Nate Wiggins is coming into his own. They drafted the guy from Georgia, Malachi Stark. They draft Mike Green. They're doing everything on defense. The one thing the Ravens are known for, Kaz, you will admit that it's the defense. That is what they come in here. That is what they're known for. Back from the Ray Lewis days to the Ed Reed, Terrell Suggs. That's what they're known for. Even Dion was there. Like when you are a Baltimore Raven, defense is what gets you going. And when your defense isn't going, it's hard because this offense is subpar. Is Derrick Henry washed? Rashad Bateman shows up every other third game, maybe. Zay Flowers shows up here and there. But it comes down to Lamar Jackson. You can't sit here and say Lamar Jackson is this, Lamar Jackson is that. Kaz, you're going to love this. Everybody's better than Patrick Mahomes, so they play him. He is 1-6 against Patrick Mahomes, 1-5 in the regular season, and 0-1 in the playoffs. So
yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
Everyone's better than Patrick Mahomes too. You got to play him. Everyone says, Kaz, he was here when we won the Super Bowl. The day after, I'm screaming from the rooftop that Jalen Hurts is better than Lamar Jackson, because what people say the regular season gap is between Lamar and Jalen, the playoffs is the same gap, but in Jalen's favor. Every game they lose, it's a multiple turnover affair by Lamar Jackson. You want to be the guy, you have to be able to beat the guy, and he can't beat the guy. And Spags has never lost to Lamar Jackson. So to have a guy like Spags as the play caller, calling all blitzes and just getting them on their toes, they don't have anything to do. And people can say Lamar was hurt. People will say Lamar was pouting. For him to come off down 17 and not go back in, I couldn't tell you a franchise quarterback in Philly that would do that, injury or not. We gonna finish it out. Some people think, I don't know what you think, Kaz, but some people think Jalen Hurts was kind of concussed in the second half. He went into the tent, came back out.
I think he was, man. He saw like his body kind of move weird out.
Everything was just off. It looked off. Being an Eagles fan, watching all these games, like seeing Jalen Hurts do that, it gave me a lot of reminiscences of the last year in Washington. We played the Commanders. You know, he put the thumbs up and the ref said thumbs down. Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett, 2 gloves, come on in. It's your show. But before we move on, Kaz, we have some Broncos love. I would have never thought in my life Gray Wolf was a Broncos fan.
Yeah, he is.
Gray Wolf, he's always in the comment section, so I got to show love. He said, go Broncos. I'll see you Eagles fans this upcoming week. It's going to be a good game. I'm looking forward to it. You guys scared me a little bit last night, but you turned it up on the Bengals, and we're able to pull it out. We have Imani Bentley, go Birds. That's what I like.
Go Birds, baby.
We got a projection. 56.
Damn.
God. 56.
Woo!
Brown got 185. Smitty went for 2.
17 Eagles.
Yeah. That means the Eagles of old are showing up. And Imani, I'm fucking here for it. I don't know if you guys follow Kaz on Instagram, but he had a lot to say about Jalen Hurts. Or not Jalen Hurts, but about the whole A.J. Brown situation. So it's 56 points. You won't hear a complaint out of me. Me and Kaz talking about, we just want everybody to be happy on the same page. 56 points?
We dropped 56, bro. Yeah. You know, matter of fact, I'm taking that. Whatever that spread is, I'm taking that. I'm putting $2 on it just because.
Yes, and then we have Toddy in the comment sections. Where is the game? The game is in Philly?
I don't know. Yeah, it's in Philly.
Yeah, it's in Philly.
Yeah.
Graham Wolf said, nah, it's not going to be that bad. Hey, man, we dropped 56. I'm coming in here on Monday and acting a goddamn fool. I'm calling out everybody that called out my man KP. Oh, bro, we scored 56? And A.J. Brown don't got over 150? Either which way. Either A.J. Brown shut the hell up or KP, thank you. Either which way. 56 points. We back. Toddy said the Broncos are bringing that belt. As you guys know, the Niners lost. And Kaz, where are our Niner podcasters? You know, they're just
I feel like they're
in the comments.
I'm not sure what they told you, you know, the reason why they couldn't show up, but I mean, I think we know. I think we know, and it's cool, man. You know, you know what? Sometimes Niners fans start doing Cowboy fan shit where, you know, when the lights is the brightest and they don't perform, they go hide underneath the refrigerator. They had to go hide. Yep, they go hide underneath the refrigerator, bro. In every little crevice and crack of the apartment, they hiding away, just looking through the blinds like this. That's what they do. They don't say nothing. You call them out, you know, give them a couple whistles. Nothing. They just sit right here. Don't move. They only come out when it's safe, man. So
nowhere to be found. I mean, they're all good when they're winning, but then they lose to Trevor Lawrence, and now they're in the comments.
And I called that, by the way. I called that.
I saw you the only one. Trust me, when we do week 4 recap, that's already in the intro. Kaz picked the Jags.
Yep.